sculptures at Galleta Meadows Estates in Borrego Springs, a couple-hour drive from San Diego. The community is recognized as an international dark sky community. Kevin Key, good morning. Want to get California today by email? Here's the sign up. Astronomers have preached the virtues of dark skies for years. Modern cities, they say, use way more artificial light in the evenings than necessary, much of it emanating into the sky where it does no good. So-called light pollution erases our view of stars and, to a degree, the wonder they bring at our place in the cosmos. It's estimated that a third of the world's population can't see the Milky Way. So how bad is the light pollution in California? It's pretty bad, said Sarah Morali, a Bay Area photographer who is making a film about astronomy and light pollution. It's not as bad as the East Coast, but definitely not as good as it is in the Midwest and Southwest. That's been changing in the last 5 or so years, he added. A number of cities across California, from Davis to San Diego, have taken measures designed to enhance the night sky. By the end of this year, San Francisco is expected to finish converting roughly 18,500 of its sodium high-pressured street lights to dark sky-compliant LED bulbs. People can expect to see a noticeable difference, including more visible stars in the night sky, said Tyler Gamble, a spokesman with the city's Public Utilities Commission. Los Angeles has also embraced LEDs in its street lights, though the city chose a bulb with a bluish cast that critics say has only worsened the light pollution. Dark sky groups recommend warmer LED bulbs with an amber glow. They also push the use of dimmers, motion sensors and timers wherever they make sense. Softer lighting has been promoted in part on health grounds. Research has shown that high-intensity lights at night actually do harm by suppressing hormones that help people fall asleep. Mr. Morali, the photographer, said too many city dwellers seem to be unaware of what they miss in the absence of a truly starry sky. We are always lost in our busy lives, he said. As a reminder, one might consider a trip to a place like Death Valley National Park. The Desert Valley has some of the best stargazing in the United States, said Gavin Heffernan, a co-creator of Sky Glow, a video series and book that spreads awareness about light pollution. It's really incredible, he said. You really feel as if you're just walking on Mars. California Online. Please note we regularly highlight articles on news sites that have limited access for non-subscribers. The Dodgers celebrated in the clubhouse after defeating the Cubs in Game 5 of the National League Championship Series on Thursday. Jamie Squire, Getty Images. North America. The Dodgers are back in the World Series for the first time since 1988, routing the Cubs in Game 5 to win the National League pennant. The New York Times. Dodger fans in Los Angeles went crazy over the win. Los Angeles Daily News. Senior citizens made up the vast majority of fatalities in the wine country wildfires. Several were couples who died together. The Associated Press. For the families of more than 50 people still missing after the fires, the uncertainty is torture. Sacramento Bee crews worked to repair the damaged main spillway at Lake Oroville on Thursday. Rich Pedroncelli. Associated Press officials said the price tag to repair the damaged spillways at Lake Oroville has nearly doubled, to $500 million. The Sacramento Bee, he made me feel like an object. An Italian actress and model said she was raped by Harvey Weinstein in 2013. The Los Angeles police are investigating. The New York Times. Quentin Tarantino on Mr. Weinstein. There was more to it than just the normal rumors, the normal gossip. It wasn't secondhand. I knew he did a couple of these things. The New York Times. A white hate group in Southern California has a singular purpose: physically attacking its ideological foes. Yet they appear to have drawn little notice from the authorities. ProPublica. A golfer practiced at the Trump National Golf Club in Rancho Palos Verde. Nick Ute. Associated Press. The Trump National Golf Club Los Angeles claimed to have donated $5 million to various charitable causes. A weeks-long review by National Public Radio suggests the figure was far less. NPR. California has become the first state to offer a gender-neutral birth certificate. The New York Times. In the 1980s, a man dumped hundreds of old tires and other junk off Newport Beach in an ill-conceived bid to create an artificial reef. 3 decades later, divers are removing the garbage. The Associated Press. The gross domestic product of the Los Angeles-Orange County region surpassed $1 trillion. That's more than all but 3 U.S. states. Orange County Register. The 1950 Sarah Sunset Drive-In in San Luis Obispo, which plays movies under the stars. The area is known for its happy residents. Richard Ross for the New York Times. Santa Cruz and San Luis Obispo were ranked among the 5 happiest cities in America in a survey drawn from nearly 250,000 interviews. National Geographic. California titans of tech, real estate and entertainment were among Forbes' list of the 400 richest Americans. sfgate.com, Orange County Register. Photos. Ellen DeGeneres dropped more than $18 million for a beach house in Carpinteria, Curved, Los Angeles. And finally, in the charred rubble of Santa Rosa, it was the McDonald's that drew Penny Wolin, a photographer who lives nearby. Touring the destruction last week, she said she was stunned by the amount of destruction. "I had to really calm down," she said. She arrived at a shopping complex on the western edge of the 101 freeway, which the Tubbs fire had leapt in its sprint into the Coffee Park neighborhood. A Kmart, a Trader Joe's and an America's Best Value Inn had been incinerated. So had the McDonald's, yet some of the restaurant's cheery exterior remained intact. "It's still looking sort of normal, like come on in," said Ms. Wolin, 64. But in fact the plastic is melted on the post and the arches had fallen to the ground and the McDonald's is so burned it's almost a black and white photograph, she continued. "I'll tell you, that, for me, tells the whole thing and points the way to our larger American society for the moment." Ms. Wolin shared a collection of her images. It's called Good Morning McDonald's. Sunrise. Penny Wolin order. Penny Wolin chaos. Penny Wolin destruction. Penny Wolin the manual. Penny Wolin the money. Penny Wolin California Today goes live at 6 a.m. Pacific Time weekdays. Tell us what you want to see. Today at nytimes.com. The California Today columnist, Mike McFate, is a third-generation Californian, born outside Sacramento and raised in San Juan Capistrano. He lives in Los Osos. Follow him on Twitter. California Today is edited by Julie Bloom, who grew up in Los Angeles and graduated from UC Berkeley.